And even what does have to do with the Safa al Marwa? Our topic is how you know that As-Safa al Marwa is the place where you have to go, which is close to Mecca. How you know it? The only way you know it, if you read books have nothing to do with the Quran, or you ask the Arab there. But all of us, we knew that Arab, the names can change. As an example, there's a city in Yemen, it's called Eden. And there's a garden in the Bible, and even in the Quran, it's called Eden. Is it the same place? No. Eden here, Eden there, Eden there. Eden in the Quran is in heaven. Eden in the Bible is in south of Turkey. Eden in Yemen is different place. All of them, their name is Eden. How we know which one we're talking about? The Quran is a stupid, empty book. Same time, the Quran failed to tell you why you need to practice it. You say it because the Quran says so. Okay, what you will do there? What are you doing there? Why are you even there? Two mountains. Okay, why I need to go between them? What's happening there? What the connection between the two mountains and Allah? Big failure. So he could not show us any proof. Like as an example, just to show you how stupid they are. I wish really I can talk to him, but this guy, he speaks so loud and he will not let you talk. And when I talk, he says, he starts insulting. Everything in the Quran is a joke. If I ask him, chapter of Al-Isra, this is about who? What he will say? He will say this about Muhammad. Where it says Muhammad?
They copy it from Exodus. It's about Moses and
where
his,
it says Muhammad? Nowhere
people.
it says Muhammad. Nowhere.
Only in the brackets.
Hey, Zakaria Naik, come to the stage. Let everybody laugh at you. And I will give you 10 hours to search to find how you know that this is about Muhammad. Who is the guy? You see, he keeps saying to me, Al-Masjid al-Haram. Al-Masjid al-Haram. How we know that the Masjid al-Haram is really, this is in Mecca? This is about Moses. The Forbidden Land is where Moses, he met with God. This is the Masjid al-Haram. As Kab, he said, Kab, this is from which book? Are you there? When Moses, he met with God, he spoke to him. God said to Moses, tell the priest and tell your people, nobody is allowed to pass this line. It's a forbidden land. Sacred land. Otherwise they will be perished. This is about Moses. Look what they did in the translation. They put Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They put all those things. Where it says Muhammad.
So many words in brackets.
Yeah. If we allow him to talk, he will give you all kind of excuses, but he will never give you an answer for anything. Nowhere it says Muhammad. Where is Muhammad?
The Arabic text.
Where we can
doesn't
find
mention
Muhammad in the story? There's no Muhammad. But they say this is about Muhammad. They say that Allah took him to heaven. Where is the word heaven? Just to give you an example. Oh, you know, ultimate part. Ultimate part.
You'll be running.
The word Masjid Haram. Masjid Haram. Is that about is that about Mecca here in chapter 17, verse 1?
There's one Masjid al-Haram, and no 3, and no 5, and no 1 million Masjid.
So why it says, who is the one here in chapter 17?
How many Masjid al-Haram you know of? How many Masjid al-Haram you know?
I know many, and I will show
you. Do you agree with me that there is one Masjid al-Haram?
No, I don't.
So then, if I said al-Masjid.
So I'm asking you now in front of
Arabic.
everybody.
No. In Arabic, if I say al. Al-Masjid. Can
Al-Masjidul
it be more than
Haram.
one?
This is speaking
I said,
about.
if I said Al-Masjid, can it be more than
for
one?
the Jews. This is for the Jews.
I
This
said,
is the,
if I
this
say
is the
Al-Masjid
sacred
al-Haram, can it be
place.
more than one?
Yes, this is the
Answer the
sacred
question.
place. This is the sacred place for the Jews.
I said, yes, that's why it's not called the Masjid
So
al-Haram.
now
It's called
listen,
Masjid
listen.
al-Aqsa.
Is this verse about
I said,
Muhammad?
if I said Al-Masjid al-Haram,
Is this verse about Muhammad? Is it about
the
Muhammad?
mosque of,
Is it
if
about
I said,
Is it about
if I
Muhammad?
said
Is it about Muhammad?
the
Say yes.
yellow mosque,
Say yes.
can it be there?
Say
Can
yes.
it be more than one yellow
Say
mosque?
yes. Here we go. That's why I don't like to talk to him. Is it?
Huh?
Is this verse about Muhammad?
What? Which verse?
Chapter 17, verse number 1. Al-Masjid al-Haram.
Chapter 17, verse 1?
Yeah.
Yes. He be taken from Masjid al-Haram.
Okay, guys.
Masjid al-Aqsa.
He said, okay, he said this about Muhammad. Can you show me how this about Muhammad? How you know?
Because every time Allah talk about Muhammad as a you, that's Muhammad. He's the only person that Allah is speaking to as you. Because he's a messenger.
Where it's what you? What do you mean you?
Allah, Muhammad, Islam was the one sent by Allah.
Really?
And Allah is speaking about him or to him.
How you know that this is about Muhammad? Did Muhammad go to heaven? Before you said to me, Muhammad, he went to heaven, correct?
I never said that. I said Muhammad was taken from the Masjid al-Haram to the Masjid al-Aqsa.
Where we can find that Muhammad is the one has been taken from the Masjid al-Haram to the Aqsa.
Because Muhammad is a messenger of the Quran.
Well, Moses is the one who mentioned here. This is about Moses.
I said no, Musa is way after.
Moses came after? Moses came after.
Come after the verse.
After the verse. But where is the name Muhammad here? How you know this Muhammad? If this verse is mentioned in Moses and the children of Israel, if this verse, that the chapter, the whole chapter, where is Muhammad? Where is Muhammad?
If Musa had to be traveling, Musa had to be traveling.
In the chapter? Where is Muhammad in the holy chapter?
Let me answer you now. Can I answer you?
If there is the word Muhammad mentioned in the whole chapter, yes or no?
Okay, let me answer you.
Say yes or no. Say yes or no.
I said, you said, how do you know it's Muhammad?
No,
let me
I'm
answer
asking you first, one by one.
You're asking me, how do you know it's
Muhammad?
It's recorded, people heard it.
Muhammad
how do you know this is Muhammad? And I'm about to ask you. And you ran like a little coward.
Is this
Are you a freaking coward, bro? You ask me a question, how do you know it's Muhammad? Let me answer you.
Is it in the verse? Is it in the Quran here, in the chapter?
Yes, I will show you.
Okay, show me in chapter 17 show me in chapter 17 the word Muhammad. Go ahead.
Verse 1. Yes, I said that Muhammad. Where? Because if I say you're traveling from Masjid al-Haram, Moses would have been from Masjid al-Aqsa to Masjid al-Haram. Moses did not live in Masjid al-Haram. So you're talking about somebody who lived in Masjid al-Haram. From Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, you had to live in Masjid al-Haram to go to Masjid al-Aqsa not from the Masjid al-Aqsa to Masjid al-Haram. You dumbass. That's slow.
Are you done?
I whooped the shit out of you.
Are you done, Mr. Shit?
Donald Trump, Joe Biden can only travel from
what you are doing, you see,
Joe Biden is not going to travel from Africa to America because he's going to live in America.
You are a hypocrite.
The president now, the Senegalese president will travel.
You will not let me talk. You will not let me talk. Filthy coward. You see the coward? Where is the word Muhammad? He said, it says he took him at night from the Masjid al-Haram. So it must be Muhammad. How we know? In fact, no. The forbidden land is the land where God says to Moses, if I type the word here, listen, I'm going to take exactly the same sentence. Listen carefully, just to show you that this is about Moses. Proving that from the Quran. And this Senegalese boy will become the joke of everybody, and everybody will laugh at him. Look with me. Chapter 17 and chapter 44, verse 23. Exactly the same sentence. فَأَسْرِ بِعِبَادِ لَيْلَ أَسْرَ بِعَبْدِهِ لَيْلَ. Allah command Moses to take his people at night to where? In the direction of the Holy Land. We go back to the verse. You take them from the Masjid al-Haram to where? To the Holy Land. Which where? Jerusalem. That was the purpose of the trip of Moses. At night. It says here, at night. Secondly, the verse after it, you will see the name here mentioned, Moses.
Musa, yes.
This is about Moses. The name of Muhammad is not exist in the whole chapter. Never mentioned. So if this guy, he said, he accept only the Quran. He said because it says Masjid al-Haram. But we know that the Masjid al-Haram is even mentioned in the Quran about Moses again. Anyone knows where? When Moses, he come to the bushes. Allah told him, take off your shoes, for this is a forbidden land.
That's from the Old Testament.
Exactly. Do you see now? So where
Yes,
is
brother,
where is the forbidden land? Haram. Haram mean what? It's forbidden for you to do anything wrong in it. It's holy.
Brother, I have also a problem with Surah Al-Isra, Ayah 1. They say it's about the Hijrah. But let's say, okay, it is the Hijrah, but the Masjid Al-Aqsa came after the death of Muhammad or not? How
Yeah,
is it
all of this is a
possible?
lie for sure. This is a, this is about Moses, because Moses, he is going to where? To their temple, the promised land, and the Aqsa is the temple of the Jews, which the Muslims occupied, and they changed the name, they call it Aqsa. So this is the trip of Moses. This is why it does not mention heaven. The Muslim in their story, they say heaven, he took him to heaven, he saw Moses, he saw Adam, all these stories. We don't find it in the Quran. Nowhere in the Quran it says that. And this guy, his tactic is, the second I try to show him something, he will not let me talk. So he will look like
That's always what they do.
Yeah,
That's
this is what
always
they do.
what they do.
But I invite him just for fun, we have entertainment.
Yes.
Just to show the people their hypocrisy. So if we go to his messenger, Rashad Khalifa.
He's more funny.
Let me see the translation of Rashad Khalifa.
Didn't they call him kafir because he changed the Quran?
Yeah, he, for sure, all of them, they changed the Quran anyway. They are hypocrite too. But because he mentioned, he took verses from the Quran, and he announced himself to be a messenger. Look what Rashad Khalifa is doing too. He is again a fabricator. They say that we should not add words, is not on the Quran. But look what he did. He added the word Mecca.
Let me take a screenshot.
He added the word Muhammad. He added the word Mecca. And here actually, the translation here, by the way, is correct. It says the farthest place. How even the Muslim, they knew that this is in Jerusalem? How we knew where is this guy, this person is? Is that a name? Because in Arabic, Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa is not a name. Not for a location, not name for a city. It just says farther place. That's it. It doesn't even say what he's saying of prostration. So the whole story is a hocus. And look what he said. Similarly, we gave Moses where it says similarly. What similarly? And into Moses we gave, there's no similarly. So he's adding verses into the Quran, adding words is not there. When you corner them, the only way to do, the whole idea here, by the way, the reason we invite him just to show you that when they say they go by the Quran only, they are big fat liars, or the Quran is an empty book, and the story is obvious. This is about Moses. Muhammad is copying the story about Moses. God says to Moses, don't pass this point. Don't pass this point, for this is a holy ground. And this is a story even mentioned in the Quran.
Their translations are more corrupted than the liberals, to be honest.
Yeah. I wish I can invite him and he talk normally, but this guy is a scumbag. You know, I mean, I cannot even, I hate his voice. I'm trying to help him actually, but he will not let you talk. I want all the Muslims who are listening. I have a challenge for all of you together. If you can show me one proof that chapter 17, verse number 1 is about Muhammad, you are my hero. The holy ground is where Moses, he spoke to God. Is that correct?
Specific.
Ultimate fart?
Take me in the magic of the moment, in the glow.
I will never let you end that stage again. That's it. You lost your mind. All right.
God bless him. God bless him.
All right. Let us, another person is coming, and I will look for you. Like this guy disturb us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will look for you for...
How do you find my name, CP? I changed my name.
You change your name, Kab Ibn al-Ashraf. That's horrible. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. سويت هدم الحيض. All right. I posted actually this link before. If anybody have it, post it please instead of me looking for it. You know, I don't save reference because if I want to save everything I know, I'm going to the bookmark is going to be bigger, harder than searching there than searching in the internet. But if anyone have the page posted, otherwise I have to find it. Let us see.
They sent me some hadiths, but it is not what I mentioned to you.
No. We want the one about the period.
Yes, yes. And how the men put their dingy on the star.
Yeah. Let us see. Where? All right, look like we found something. All right, this is a Muslim website, and this is explanation about the black stone in all Islamic books in one page. But the good thing about this website, you will find that the story in the first line, the book of Al-Kashaf.
Al-Kashaf, okay.
Volume number 1, chapter 127. Here it says, وجاءه جبريل بالحجر الأسود من السماء وقيل تمخض أبو قبيس فانشق عنه وقد خبئ فيه أيام الطوفان وكان ياقوت بيضاء من الجنة فلما لمسته الحيض في الجاهلية اسود. See it?
With this word Jahiliyyah, I got the, let's say, the topic.
Yeah. So this is the link. Let me give it to you.
Al-Kahf, Part 1, Chapter
Okay, let me take a
127,
screenshot,
Gabriel
please.
brought him the black stone from the sky. It was said, Abu Qubays labored and broke away from it. It was hidden in a dirt.
So here it says, but when the menstruation touched it in the pre-Islamic time, it turned black. All right?
Yes, that's what I wanted. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Guys,
This
save
book
it. Save
also
it. So next
authentic,
time we
right?
look for those things, you guys, you help me. I don't save them in my bookmark because I said if I want to save everything I know in my bookmark, it's going to be endless. So
Brother, the book, sorry that I interrupted you. The book Al-Kashaf, it is authentic, right?
well, there's nothing is authentic in Islam, as you see. If there's anything authentic, the Quran is not authentic. But
Nothing
anyway,
is authentic.
yeah, according to
It's
them, yeah, it
self-same.
is, yeah. But I
Okay.
mean, all their stories is just, look, all this page is about the black stone. All the page here is about the black stone. So the page here show you collection of all tafsir, all Muslim books. That's why it's so long. Or
Yeah.
let's say the most important ones. So, but you're lucky that the first thing from the beginning in the top, it says, the book of Al-Kashaf, فَلَمَّا لَمَسَتْهُ الْحَيْض become black. It was white.
Mhm.
And this is again showing us the racism of Muhammad and the racism of the Arab, the white Arab. They believe that black make you sin. Sorry, sin make you black. So what made the black stone black? And even this is in different hadith mentioned that the black stone was whiter than milk. And then the sin of mankind. Here is the same. Why they are saying this? The period. The Arab believe that a woman, she is not able to have babies. She did something wrong. So God is punishing her. Baal. So what she do? She touch her private part. And she go to the Kaaba naked, totally naked. And she go and walk around the Kaaba. And she say certain songs in Arabic. And then when she touched the black stone with her vagina full of blood, but with her hand, she asked Allah to make her have fertility. And I just found the book we are looking for, Al-Kashaf. I will give it to you. That is even better than the link I just gave you.
Wait, let me see. Okay.
If you guys
I
can
forgot.
if you guys can post please in Rumble and in YouTube. You see, I highlighted for you
Thank you.
in the page. Yeah.
So many information. Why they don't translate it in English at least?
Yeah,
Only in
that's why
Arabic.
actually they will never translate this. Trust me, they will never translate. They will never translate. And this is the original book. This is not a website only. This is the book of Az-Zamakhshari, Al-Kashaf, Tafsir al-Quran. And here it explains to you about the black stone. There's many stories here, by the way. Like, like this guy, he mentioned that the Masjid al-Haram, when we say Masjid al-Haram, for sure we mean Mecca. That is absolutely false, because we know that there is a forbidden land, and even Allah, He forbid the Jews from entering the land, which is Jerusalem. Correct? For 40 years.
Yes.
So that is a forbidden temple too. He forbid them from entering into their land, including their temple, for 40 years. That again is a forbidden land. But here, this one, proving to us that from their Muslim website, from their Muslim books, that the Arab, they practice paganism, sexuality. This is why the hadith says that the Arab used to go totally naked around the Kaaba. Then the question you need to ask yourself, what was the practice and what was the religion of the Arab they were practicing at that time, require them to go totally naked. And by the way, until now, nothing changed. Muslim, they go naked around the Kaaba. The sheet they are wearing, this is exactly what the men they used to do. There's clothes they rent. The Kaaba is a Hajj, and the Hajj is a business. And there's 26 Kaaba. All of them, they practice the same thing. They go naked. There's a people, they rent them clothing after they get out. It's a big business.
They make billions of dollars every year. It's crazy.
This is authentic hadith. This is Sahih Muslim. We are not making things up. Everything we say here is proven in front of you. The Arab, we used to go naked. Do you see it? This is the Hajj. This is the Hajj of this guy from Senegal, the pagan guy. Quraysh and their descendant, they used to go around the Kaaba. You see, they go round. This is what Muslims do today. Around what? The house. What house? The Kaaba. What? Naked. Totally naked. In the state of nudity. Except during one time only. They call it Hums. And then,
what is Hums?
It's another ritual, you know, for the pagan. The Muslim until now they practice it too. The same. It's like you know, another format of ritual. So,
okay.
And there is a person, there is people who they supply them with the clothing, but you have to pay for it, not for free. It's a business. The male provided the clothes to the male, and the female provided clothes to the female. So, in the square of the Kaaba, when they finish their practice, the Hajj, there's females, they give female clothing to the female, and there's males, they are giving male clothing to the male. But male and female, they are practicing the Hajj exactly like today, not separated. If you ask the Muslim today, why in the mosque women cannot be mixed with the men, but in the Kaaba, women, they go and the men are naked. He is not even allowed to wear an underwear. And it's a very busy place, so a woman, she will be in the front of you and your private part will be touching her butt. In fact, every day, the youth of Mecca, they go to the Kaaba. For this is the best place to touch women and to molest them. It's very crowded, very busy, and anyone is a horny dog. All what you need to do, if you go right now and search for sexual harassment in Mecca on YouTube, you will find endless number of videos. In fact, the Muslims, they made videos. It's called Me Too. Me Too. What they mean? It's what happened to them in Mecca. Let me see.
It's just stupid and poor nonsense.
كلنا عم ندور كيف نقدر.
Hold on. There is tons of videos about sexual harassment happened in Mecca, and all of them from Muslim women. Either now they became ex-Muslims or they are still under Islam.
It's not that easy if you live in a Muslim country. Thank God I live in Western country, so that I don't have so much problems.
You see how busy the area around the Kaaba? Every scumbag dog will be touching the women in front of him. Harassing, raping, etc. You know, you name it. Me Too. Look at those here. Look at this video. What happened to this woman between the men? Everybody is grabbing her. Look.
I mean, it's obvious.
Those women, they want to touch the black stone, brother. Look, they are fighting for the black stone. And the guys are holding the women. Look, look, this desperate woman, she want to touch the black stone. Please let me touch it, please. You know? How we say it's haram for the women to be inside the mosque with the men, it have to be separated. She can't even leave. Anyway, the garbage of Islam, nothing new.
Yeah.
All this Hajj ritual is a pagan ritual, exists before Islam. They go naked, they have sex, they drink, they make poetry, and they give a donation to the idols, and then everybody go home. It is something they do. Even the word Hajj is a practice before Islam. Even the word Hajj is made by the pagan Arab. Even the names of the month is involved with the shrines of Quraysh. So when we ask this guy, what is As-Safa al-Marwa, he failed to answer because simply he do not know. The only way to know is to go and read the books of Hadith. When I said to him, where it says do Hajj to Mecca, he said Masjid al-Haram. But there's many forbidden land. According to the Quran, Musa's land is a forbidden land. Where Moses met God is a forbidden land. It's more than forbidden. It's a holy ground. Allah never stepped in Mecca. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan?
And then I go CP. Thank you for accepting me. Have a nice day. God bless you, brother.
You're welcome, my friend. Good for you. You left Islam. Happy for you. Sexual assault in Islam is a daily practice. It's normal. It's not even forbidden. It's not even forbidden. There's a story about a woman, she been raped during the Caliphate Umar. The woman, she was in the desert and she's dying from hunger. No water, no food. A Muslim man, a decent Muslim man coming by. She was so happy to see him. Please give me some water. He said, I will give you if you let me sleep with you. I will give you water and food if you let me sleep with you. She said, shame on you, this is not right. He said, this is my condition, or you die. So she allowed him to sleep with her. When she went to the town, she went to the Caliphate Umar and she told him about what this guy did. What Umar he said? He said, Mahr, 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 which mean dowry, dowry, dowry. He paid you your dowry. This is not rape. That is Islam. He did not even question the man. How dare you to do that? Why you don't give her food? The woman is dying. Well, you want to live? You sleep with me. All the Quran is a book of stupidity, and the Quran will become more stupid if the Muslim don't accept the Islamic books to support the Quran. For the Quran is like a chair without legs, without those books. You will find nothing in the Quran makes sense. And this is why this guy, you know, he was so unhappy with the question. When I said, why you go to As-Safa al-Marwa? He said, ask Allah. You are the one should ask Allah. I don't go there. What kind of God he don't tell you why you want to do it? Isn't it the Quran says Allah He explained His religion? Where is the explanation? Where Allah He says He sent Muhammad during night in the Quran? In chapter 17. He said the forbidden ground. Well, this is where Moses he bowed down to God. And this is about Moses. And the name mentioned here is Moses. The verse telling us what happened to Moses. And look how stupid the story is. Glorified to be the one who took his slave. Who is the one? How we know that even this is Allah? You see, all of those is addition. Allah, where? Above all, where is above all? Where is the word above all? Where is the word evil? Where is the word associate with him? Look, it says Tafsir al-Qurtubi. Like what? So all of this is not in the Quran. It doesn't say Allah. It doesn't say God. It doesn't say anything. It says, praise to the one who took his servant during night time from the forbidden ground to the farther point forbidden, or a ground of worship. But is Jerusalem even that far? How Jerusalem is the farther point? That is the most stupid statement ever. How we know even what is this ground? Especially at that time there was no Aqsa. The one they call it now Aqsa. There's none of that. That Aqsa was built long after. The Caliphate, they stole all the stones from Lebanon. They destroy a very beautiful temple built by the Roman in Baalbek in Lebanon. They took the wood, they took the rocks, and they brought it all the way to Jerusalem. Yes, T. You are back.
Question, Prince. Yeah. Can you ask next time that Quran holding guy, what is his ultimate part, that he can explain Surah of 111.
I understand.
There is Abu Lahab.
Which chapter?
Yeah, they cannot.
Abu Lahab.
Yeah, they cannot explain this Surah.
Yeah, well, those are silly. Anyway, you know, I'm not going to allow you actually to speak here no more, because he shout a lot, he's dirty, he's filthy, he's, you know, he's just annoying. Yeah, we will not allow him no more. Dunkler, Wolf. Hello? Are you from Senegal too? Your internet not working? Wolf, are you there? All right, take care. And you know, we are just showing some contradictions, but at the end of the day, all of this is not really important, because there's way more important details in the Quran proving to us that the Quran is just made by an idiot. Like how the baby is made, how, I mean, those are very simple. The sperm became a blood, that blood, and the blood became a piece of meat. That's false. The author of the Quran do not remember which one he created first, the mountains or the stars. When a book made by God, remember the Muslims believe that every word here we see is Allah talking. This is not Muhammad. This is not the angels. This is none of those. It's just God. But then when we go and check it out, this is stupid. Like, as an example, when the Quran says, like when I gave him this verse here, it's not sin to practice as-Safa al-Marwa. Shouldn't we know what are you talking about? Why people think it is sin? Because simply this is pagan practice. But why it's not sin? And why we should practice it? Shouldn't Allah tell us why it's not sin? So, you know, if you go in the Bible, you will see a clear explanation of almost everything you can imagine. Why this is wrong, why this is not accepted, why this is approved, why this is disapproved, with details. Here there's nothing. In the top of that, the Quran is full of garbage errors. History, as an example, you know, when the Quran speaks about Mary, the sister of Aaron, and a Jewish guy, he came to Muhammad. Remember, Muhammad is a Quran only. So a Jewish guy, he came to the house of Muhammad. He told Aisha, listen, tell the Prophet of Allah that Maryam, the sister of Aaron, according to the Hadith, there's hundreds of years between them, between her and Jesus. Aisha, she said to him, you are a liar, which means this is really what Muhammad meant. Now Muhammad came home. The woman, she told her husband, listen, this guy, the rabbi of the Jews, he was here and he says, well, this is wrong. Maryam is the sister of Aaron, yes, but this is not the same woman, the mother of Jesus. So now Muhammad, he decided to fix it. So he said to them, okay, well, at that time, they used to call them by their great prophet or great ancestors. But this is false, because Maryam, we know that in the Old Testament, the Bible mentioned that Maryam, she prophesies. So she is considered as a prophet. Same time, if you want to call Maryam by the great ancestor, she is the sister for real. What ancestor? If he's talking about Mary, well, Mary is not from the same tribe. If we want to talk about the great prophet, Aaron is not the great prophet. He's not. Isn't it the Muslim, they believe that Moses is the greatest in his time? Muhammad, he made poo-poo. So now he tried to fix it. And I wish this rabbi did not come to Muhammad and say that to him. However, there's a mistake. Muhammad, he could not fix no more. Why? Because this is Quran now. Muhammad, he made the father of Aaron and the father of Moses the father of Mary. And here Muhammad, he cannot fix the poo-poo. It's too late. Because now he told them that Umran is the father of Mary, and he told them his story. But Amram is the father of Aaron and Moses. See, he made a chapter in the name of the father of supposedly Mary. If we type the word Amran Look what the stupid Muhammad he said. Chapter 3, verse number 35. And remember when the wife of Imran, she said, my Lord, I have vowed into thee that which in my belly. Okay. Who is this woman? The wife of Imran. Who is Imran? The father of Moses. Muhammad talking about who? Talking about Mary, the mother of Jesus. She gave birth to Mary, the wife of Imran. She gave birth to Mary. So now Mary officially is the daughter of Imran and the sister of Aaron. That is exactly the word used in the Bible, Maryam. You see, Maryam. And now Muhammad, he cannot fix it. He cannot take it back. And then Maryam, she was like taken by Zechariah, who is a high priest. But the Quran doesn't tell us who is this guy Zechariah. Doesn't tell us too much details. It says he is the father of John the Baptist. Then here you will find something very funny about the story of Maryam in the Quran. According to the chapter 3, verse number 35, it says that Mary, she was a nun. She was what? She was a nun. How we know that? It says, I have vowed into thee that which is in my belly to be serving you. Do you see it? And to confirm that, now Mary, she lived in the temple, which is forbidden for women, by the way, to do. The Jews will never allow that to happen. It says here, when she gave birth to her, she did live in the temple, and Zechariah, he was the guardian for her. So now she is devout. Mary, she is devout to God, and she lived inside the most holy place in the temple, Al-Mihrab. And she seen nobody. And nobody see her, except Zechariah only. And each time Zechariah, he come to see her, he find in her room a lot of food. He asked Mary where this is coming from. She says, Allah. He gave it to me. Do you see it? So now Mary suddenly in the Quran is a nun. But the stupid Quran itself says that being a nun and a monk is a fabrication. Allah never asked for it. How it is a fabrication, an invention made by the false Christians, and Mary in the Quran is a nun, which means she is a monk, but the female one. Do you see how stupid Muhammad is? And not only that, the donkey Muhammad, he made bigger poo-poo. Why? Read with me. In the Quran, Muhammad, he said being a monk is a great thing. Like, what the heck? The most close people to you Muslims is those who they are Christians. Why? Because between them there's monks. Like, hold on. You just said that the monks are fabricating things. That means they are bad. And now you are saying that the best of the Christians are the priests and the monks? So is being a monk is a fabrication against God, or it is from God? Are you with me, guys? You see how stupid this religion is? Because if being a monk is an invention, it's not from God, that means it's satanic. Any invention is a satanic. God did not command you. So how you can be the monk and the good person, and this is an invention? And then we find that Mary herself, before even she was born, she was a nun. Her mother, she devoured the child without knowing if it's going to be a girl or a boy. When the mother of Mary, she devoured her child into God, she didn't know at that point if it was a boy or a girl. So if it was a boy, it's going to be a monk. It is a female? Okay, well, it's going to be a nun. So how it's a fabrication, and it is Allah who accepted the vow of the mother of Mary, and he accepted Mary to the point he supplied her with all her needs of food. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If it is wrong, do you think Allah, which is the devil here, he will accept to provide and to accept the vow? And now this woman, she go inside her place, inside the temple, she see nobody, she talk to nobody, she meet nobody except one person. He is a high priest, his name is Zechariah, a wonderful man. And Allah, every day he send her food. Why? Why Allah is sending Mary every day food? Joseph, how I can help you? Hello? Must be Senegal internet. Hello? I didn't hear you. What?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, shalom, CP.
I didn't hear you. What?
CP, I want to know. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Yes, CP, I want to know that why the names in the Quran, like the books that are written in the Quran, are named after animals.
I don't
Like you
understand.
have the animals, like Surah of the and
All right, I think I understand what you're saying, but your voice was cutting badly. He is saying why the chapters have names. As you see, there is a story in the chapter, like now Amran, the father of Musa, suddenly he became the father of Mary. So they called the chapter Amran. The chapter of the cow, because Allah, he said to Moses, beat the cow, beat the dead guy with the dead cow by the beef, and that will be resurrecting the man. So they call it the cow. All right? So all those things are just names given based on the story supposedly mentioned in the Quran. Do we have any Muhammadan? And you will notice, guys, there is something really here, how stupid Muhammad is. How he is the greatest of mankind, as he claimed. But then suddenly, according to the stupid Muhammad, all the good people in the world is the sons of, or the daughters of Amran. Do you know this? The Quran says that Allah, he chosen certain people from the whole world. Who are those people? Chapter 3, verse number 33 says, Allah, if he prefer Adam, here you see how stupid it is to say prefer Adam, because Adam is the first man. How you prefer him anyway? But we will let it go. Like there's other choices. And Noah, and the family of Abraham, and the family of Imran. But Islam says that Islam is not a religion believe in supremacist. Like they say the Jews, they believe they are supreme. They say they are the chosen people. But this is what the Quran is saying. Allah, he favors certain family from all mankind. And right away, we speak about who? The family of Imran is from above all the creatures. Who is the family of Imran according to the Quran? Is Mary, Jesus, Zechariah, and Zechariah too. He mentioned Zechariah in the additional. But Jesus and Mary are direct descent from Imran. As you see the story here. Do we have any ustaz from Indonesia? Anyone? Walk on.
Hello, brother.
Hello.
I have the sources. If the guy he asked about the hadith, I have it here. So
What
if he
hadith?
can see me now, he can search me as a friend. I will give him the hadith,
What
which
hadith?
says the woman used to use their hair to put it on the stone.
Are we sure we gave it to him? We gave it to him already. We gave the reference.
Oh, okay. It's actually Ibn Abbas who narrated it.
Yeah, if you have other link, you post it in the chat.
He can find it on the book on Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and he can find it actually.
Post the link. Post the link. This is better, so he can save it.
I cannot post the link because I'm sitting from my laptop. I can take a picture, but is the book on Ahmad ibn Hanbal? I don't know which page is it, so I have to read the whole book. You understand? I have already the book.
All right, no problem.
Okay, it's narrated in Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and also is narrated on. Let me give you the other guy. You know, it will be easier to just let him send me a message. I will give him all the sources I have.
No problem. Already I gave him the book of Al-Kashaf.
Okay, it's yeah. He can download it for free. It's only like I think it's only 200 megabytes.
No, I don't advise anyone to take files from people. You know, you never know. Yeah, don't send files. If you can find the link, this is the easiest way. You can post it, people you open it, and that's it.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, files, no, it's not good. All right, thank you.
No, but I have downloaded now, so I can send him the.
No, I mean you can find the same reference in the internet without downloading. You can find exactly the same word in Google. Type them. You'll find the same exact word as a link. Post it in the chat.
It's gonna be problem for him if it's English because you know how
he speak Arabic. He speak Arabic.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, he's an Arab. He's
an
Arab.
Yeah. God bless you,
Right. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, Joseph. Are you there, Joseph?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, Shalom, sister. Sorry, it got disconnected. Here, my last question, CP. Hello.
I understand you said why the chapters they have names. Why the chapters they have names?
Yes, CP.
I explained to you. Every chapter have a story.
Yeah, animal's name.
You are a Muslim?
Uh-huh.
You are a Muslim?
No, Christian.
Okay. Every story have a.
No, I'm Christian.
Every chapter have a story.
Yeah.
And from that story, they choose the most let us say, unique of it, like here, the story of Ali Imran. So they named the chapter Ali Imran, which means the family of Imran. Yeah. All of this, I don't think Muhammad even he said to them to name it this way, but this is something they have to give it a name so they can recognize which one we're talking about. So those names are always added later to the Quran. Same as verses, numbers, those things never exist. Muhammad never gave verse, etc. Muhammad, he say a few words,
Okay.
they write it down.
And one more question, CP, that the okay.
All right.
Okay, one more question, CP, that was there any chapter named Surah of the Camels, CP? Surah of the Camel,
There is
chapter
many
of Camel.
there is many chapters in the Quran. They used to have different names, and today they have other names. So there is many names are not used now in the most popular Quran.
Okay.
Yeah. As an example, the
Okay.
chapter of At-Tawbah was not called At-Tawbah. They have different name for it. However, there is a, those names are depend on the one who is writing the book, or let us say printing the book or publishing. He changed the names as he wish. Yeah.
Okay.
Like as an example, when you mention the camel, you know.
And one last question.
So what they will do, the chapter mentioned the word camel, as a chapter 7, verse number 40. They will say, okay, this is the chapter of the camel because this is the chapter speak about the camel. But now they call it Al-A'raf.
Hello, can you hear me, CP?
Yeah, your voice is cutting badly, so I have difficulty to hear you.
Yes, now you can hear me, CP.
I hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. CP, one last question. I have seen one of the video of Hatun Tash. You know Hatun Tash?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said that there is no innocent civilians in Palestine. That's what she said. So, what is your views on that?
Well, civilians, when we say civilians, is those who they are not involved in war activities, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but all the civilians of Gaza, they are involved in the war activities against Israel. How we know that? When they did the invasion in October 7, 90% of the thieves who came and they loot, they were civilians. And most of the kidnapped women and children, they are not even kidnapped, not all of them kidnapped by Hamas. It was kidnapped by civilians. And then Hamas,
Yes, we have seen that video.
they bought many of those kidnapped people. They paid them money to the civilians. So they were discussing how much the price, the same as buying a slave. So civilians is the one, most of them, the one who kidnapped, it was civilians, not army, not Hamas, not even at Jihad al-Islami. Hamas they kidnapped, yes. At Jihad al-Islami they kidnapped, but civilian, the majority of the kidnapped, it was done by the civilians. Civilian mean,
Yeah, we have seen that.
is the ones who don't belong to in a group of fighters and they don't wear uniform, but those are criminals too. And we saw all, even children, they were dancing in the street in October 7. So where is the civilians? Don't you see civilian in Pakistan, they were dancing in the street? They are civilian too.
Yeah.
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 All right. Thank you, my friend, for the
Okay,
question.
thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have any Muslim? Last call for any Muslim? The civilian in Gaza, they are the terrorists. You see, what people do not know, that people of Gaza are tribes. So there's big families. In Arabic, we call them ashair. So those are big families, are the one who provide. They are the one who have the authority. And Gaza is this divided between them, but between those families. There's a small, tiny families, nobody count them. Those, they don't dare even to open their mouth. So the big families of Gaza is the one in control of the arms, the weapon, the drugs, the mafia, the slavery, etc. So each one of them, each one of those groups, they were involved in kidnapping and looting. And if one, he is not from big family, he kidnapped, the big family, they will force him to give them the one is kidnapped so they can negotiate with Hamas about how much money they will pay so we can exchange the captured Jews with you with the money. This is why one of the girls they were kidnapped, she was explaining when they took her first day, the guy who took her in the motorcycle, he stopped by somebody and they were discussing and they were fighting over the price. This is too much. You are asking for so much. This is not a big deal. You will make way more money later when they try to free them, etc. So they were negotiating about how much money he will make. The guy who kidnapped her, he didn't want to keep her because obviously he's afraid the Jews will trace his house. They will find him. They will kill him. So he said, let me be smart. If I can get a couple of $1,000s for this slave, better than having her in my home. So he sold her right away to other group. All right. But you know, we are in the world of hypocrisy these days. So even the Israeli government, they say our war is not with people of Gaza. It's a big fat lie. Every single one civilian of people of Gaza wish to slaughter you all. So yes, your war with the people of Gaza. But again, everybody is a hypocrite these days. Political correctness is the biggest disease in this earth. We know it. Our war is not with the Palestinian. A lie. Those are, first of all, those are not Palestinian. Those are Arab invader. Secondly, we know that all of them, they hate you. Everyone, like I saw a video made by a Jewish guy. He said this is not about religion. He's a soldier. He's being politically correct. But this is all about religion. Every second of it is about religion. All of this just because you are a Jew. If you are a Muslim, nobody will care. Look, the Muslims killing each other in Libya, in Sudan, in Syria, in Iraq, everywhere, in Yemen. We don't see anybody going crazy. Why? Because those Muslims are killing Muslims. All this drama is because you are a Jew and you should not be allowed to live there. As simple as that. They want to strip you from your land just because you are a Jew. Muslims are supremacists. They believe everybody should go down, and Muslims are the white supremacist people in the world. And they use those poor African, lying to them, saying to them, this is just temporarily. But you will never find a caliphate is black. If the Muslim, they have a caliphate, the caliphate have to be from Quraysh. Not only he is an Arab, not only he is white, he is from Quraysh. Why the caliphate of ISIS, his last name is Al-Qurashi? Did you know this? anyone, he will come to be a leader for them, have to be from Quraysh. Black? No way. Egyptian? Absolutely not. Even the Turkish. When the Turkish, they made their own caliphate, the Arab, they never approve it because they are not Arab. This is why as soon as they get the opportunity to get rid of the caliphate of the Ottoman, the Arab is the first one to go and revolt against them. For sure, that was by the guidance of Her Majesty, the Queen of England. If you know the story of Lawrence, anyone know the story of Lawrence the Arabian? You don't know? Lawrence the Arabian is it's like James Bond movies, but it's real. He was sent by the British intelligence to Arabian Peninsula, and he taught them how to use weapon, how to attack, how to organize themselves, and he organized something, changed the history of the Middle East. One person. But he was an agent of the British intelligence. They call him Lawrence the Arabian. He did not even change his name. And he made the Arab revolt against the Ottoman. And all those countries you see right now is because of this guy. Jordan, Syria, Iraq, all those divided countries is done behind it, this guy. He brought a guy, he is from Quraysh. He is descendant supposedly from Muhammad. They sponsored him by money and weapon from England. He trained his men, and they start a revolution. In the Middle East is called the biggest Arab revolution. This guy, he came in the top of a horse. He's just a Bedouin. He don't take even a shower. Suddenly he is important, and then they made him a king. The British, they made him a king. Then he gave his kingdom, he divided his kingdom to 3 of his kids. One kingdom is in Jordan, and this is the grandsons of him, the king of Jordan right now. Other kingdom is in Syria. The 3rd kingdom is in Iraq. The 2 kids he have in Iraq and Syria, the Syrian, they killed him. The Iraqi, they killed him, they get rid of them. The one who was able to be protected by the British intelligence, it was the king of Jordan. And until now, the only one who protect Jordan is the British. In fact, the king of Jordan right now, he is half British. His mother is a British woman. All right? So the history of the Middle East is really messed up, and always Western is behind a lot of things happening in the Middle East. And right now, I don't know if you know the news, Iran was able to convert many people inside Jordan into Shia. And those Shia, they were, they connected with the Muslim Brotherhood, etc. And they were preparing to do a lot of attacks inside Jordan. If you go right now and search for news, this is just today, or the day or 2 days ago, you will find always news about an attack prepared to be against Jordan. So the Iranian now, they consider Jordan as a major target. Why? Because simply, as you see, Iran affiliated cell reportedly found storing explosive in Jordan. So the Jordanian regime, in the appearance, they are against Israel. They support the Palestinian. But because this guy, he have almost 80% of his population are from so-called Palestine. So he had no choice except to say what they like to hear. Even he married a Palestinian so he can fix his throne. Otherwise, they will kill him. And they try to do that to his father. If you search for something called the Black September, you will find that the king of Jordan, the father of this guy, he killed thousands and thousands of so-called Palestinians. Search for Black September. The Arab, they have history of doing genocide against the Palestinians. They are not Palestinian for me, but I'm using the word so you can understand what I'm talking about. In Syria, in Iraq, in Jordan, in Kuwait, everywhere. Why? Because those Palestinians, so-called Palestinians, wherever you bring them, they try to take over. They are very aggressive. Drugs, mafia, gang, prostitution, you name it. So you bring them as a refugee. 20 years later, they want to take over your country. And this is what happened in Lebanon. So in Lebanon, Hezbollah itself and Harakat Amal, the Shia, other Shia group, they surrounded the camps of the Palestinian